friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello! Thank you for clicking on my video, and please be sure to give me a like and subscribe if you enjoy the way that I present my content to you. Now for today's video, we are going to be looking into the case of Johnathan Hoang. He is a 21-year-old man, and he's missing. He's been missing since March of 2025, so this is fairly recent, and he is autistic. So he is vulnerable. His family doesn't know what happened. He left the house with nothing besides his iPad, his headphones, and the clothes he was wearing. And he is a person of order and consistency and structure when it comes to their schedule. And so this is very alarming to the family. As a mom of an autistic child, this one super just hurts my heart, but there is hope. There was some surveillance, not surveillance, I think it was like a Ring camera actually, or maybe both. Yeah, I actually think it was both, whatever. Video footage of him like about a month ago, I believe, about like 40 miles away from where he had lived. So he went missing in Arlington, Washington, and then he was found in Kirkland. So 40 miles away. There's a lot of questions. The police are trying to say, nah, that's not your son. Like, we're not going to look into it anymore. Like, they're being very infuriating with this, because who are they to say that that's not their son? They haven't even identified who that was in the video. So how can they for certain say that's not their son? So anyways, now my overall purpose with today's video is to hopefully get some clarity and some answers when it comes to why did he leave? Did somebody make him leave? Did somebody coerce him into feeling like that's what he had to do? He did express some more anxiety in the weeks leading up to his disappearance, so it could be connected. It could also just be connected to the fact that he had just started a new job and that's out of his norm. However, there's just so much unknown, so we want some clarity. We want to know, is he safe? Where is he? Is anyone else involved? And if possible, just anything that could indicate where he is. Like, that's the most important thing, is for him to get back home to his family where he can be safe and have his medication. So with that being said, I have to mention everything in this video is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I do not know what I'm talking about. I am just talking. Let's go ahead and jump right into the reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the reading. First thing I'm going to be taking a look at is I want to know what was going on in Johnathan's mind. How was he feeling? How was he perceiving the things around him in the, I'm going to say days. Yeah, let's just go with days leading up to his disappearance. I almost wanted to say weeks, because that's when his family had noticed some anxiety, but just to be more specific, I would like to know the days leading up to Johnathan's disappearance. What was going on in his mind, subconsciously, consciously? Like, why was he showing more anxiety? First, we have the Eight of Pentacles coming up. So this card represents like consistency, working on something, learning a new skill. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles coming up. This can represent money and abundance. So already right off the bat, having like, I feel like part of what, I'm going to just pull one more card, but part of what he was perceiving in that time frame that was leading to anxiety was a sudden responsibility of something. We have the Lovers card coming up. So immediately I'm feeling that there was an influence from somebody else going on that was adding into his anxiety here. Yeah, responsibilities keeps coming to my brain with this one. Hard work, working towards something, learning something new, experiencing something new. I'm also getting like feminine energy with that as well. Okay, let me sit here with this for a minute because I feel it. I feel the message, like I'm already kind of getting it. I don't want to start talking before it's very clear because this is alarming. I am feeling that this was connected to his work or to school. I feel like that has to do with, like, you know, literal work right? Learning something new, more responsibility added on. However, I unfortunately am getting the feeling that maybe there was a influence from somebody in a position of power related to that was making him feel anxious or uncertain. It feels like they were trying to portray this comforting energy. Sorry if I'm talking really slow. I'm just like really trying to soak in the message and make sure I'm saying it in the right way. The pentacles right here, like to me, what this is showing me is this is like him working on himself. Like that's something coming to my mind. Him trying to be a certain way, improve himself, work on himself, change himself. The Queen of Pentacles here, to like, I'm taking the imagery very literal right now. Like if he is the pentacle over here that he's, you know, so finally working on, trying to master, this feels like some other energy coming in here trying to, like, this is still him. Like he is the pentacle, like trying to come in and nurture him and guide him and comfort him and trying to appear as fruitful. But again, I just feel like the abundant aspect of it is like tied to the work he was having to put in. Does this make sense? And also just his energy, like himself. Okay, so then next we have the Lovers card. I really do feel that there was some manipulation when it came to some type of relationship dynamic. I don't necessarily know if it would have been like inappropriate or like romantic, if you will. I'm being very careful when I say that because, you know, even though he is an adult, he's a disabled adult. And his parents, I believe, said that cognitively he was more so around like 9. So you can absolutely, I mean, anybody can be groomed and a victim to something like that, but especially in his position, that's unfortunately more higher chance for that sort of thing. So yeah, I feel like there was maybe some woman involved in this. That's just kind of what I'm feeling. This is very interesting. Okay, so tell me more about this dynamic. More Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and then the 9 of Cups in reverse. Somebody like had a plan for him. Does that make sense? Like what I'm talking about right now is like I feel like somebody saw him as useful and they were like driven and motivated to use him to do something, and that's what led to this circumstance of like unsatisfaction. I felt like he was maybe like promised something or like told something that would make him feel like, oh, okay, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing, even though I'm second guessing it and feeling anxious about it. Like I have something valuable, and so I need to do what I'm told, but I'm not really happy about it, but I'm being told that this would be the best thing I can do, or something that I have to do, or something I need to do, or something like that. Okay. And that led to the sudden upheaval of him leaving his home and the chaos and feeling, you know, that his whole foundation is gone now. He's on his own. Wow, so that was pretty straightforward. That is really upsetting. Wow. Okay. Next, I want to take a look at him right now. Can you tell me anything about him right now? Okay, so we have the Judgment card here. This can look like a calling. He's being called. He's trying to find his way home. He's trying to find his path, right? Like this is the angel like guiding the people up to follow where they're meant to be going. So I do feel like right now he is really trying to follow some way back home, trying to follow his intuition, trying to pay attention, when that would align with the video that was found of him. Is there anything else you can tell me? This card is coming up again for him, even currently. Okay. Okay. I think he's like with a homeless community, or maybe not like a community, but like he is just living as homeless. That's what this card is telling me, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, because this is like needing help. It's like there's an imbalance. Like I need something, I need resources. Like you can see like it looks like they're begging and the person with more is giving them food. In the upright, this is like being gifted that thing. In the reverse, it's like I am in need. And again, with the Eight of Pentacles coming up here, I feel like this is just, I feel like this is now, it almost feels like ruminating thoughts, rumination of like, I need to fix this. I need to work on this. I need to work on myself. I need to elevate this. I need to change me. I need to change the situation. Like it just feels kind of crazy in my brain right now, just like over and over thoughts. So definitely feel like his mental health is extra compromised right now because he's in an unfortunate situation, but he still knows like in his heart of hearts like where he is meant to be and that he's trying to get home. Can you tell me anything? Okay, so like I got like right before and then the now. Can you please give me some information on like this in between, like what has been happening in the time that he was gone? Like how did he end up where he is? What's going on? So he's been alone. The Hermit card reverse, which is so interesting because like if he's being, you know, manipulated into something, how is he just all of a sudden alone 40 miles away? Ace of Wands. What else is happening in the in-between? Okay, we'll pull one more and then we'll go from there. Okay. Crazy, this card's coming up again. Okay, give me just a second. Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, Hermit reverse, Nine of Swords reverse, Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, so that same energy from earlier that I was picking up on, that like potential feminine energy, either it's a woman or somebody with a lot of feminine energy, I'm not sure. The Wands have more so to do with like our actions. So, and then we have the Ace of Wands here next. So this is inspiration. It's an inspired action taking place. And then with that moving into the Hermit reverse, it feels like this person, you know, had their idea. They followed through with it. It was going according to plan. And I believe a part of this idea was to abandon him. And then next, having the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles, it feels like, you know, this was a way, two things coming up with this. This was like a way for this person over here to just, I'm not even going to worry about it because out of sight, out of mind, he's far away, and what's going to happen? Nothing's gonna happen. Like that's what the mindset feels like right now. So that's really frustrating. But also this Nine of Swords here, to me it feels like all of those thoughts going through his mind that I was kind of talking about earlier, all of those ideas, like the ruminating thoughts that kind of came up with this one, it feels like that's his way of actually trying to stay okay. I feel like his thoughts are on repeat right now, trying to say the things over and over so he doesn't forget what it is that he's trying to remember on how to get home and how to do what he needs to do in order to be there. Like, I feel like he is in his own way. Like I said, his mental health is compromised, obviously, right now, but in his own way, that's like his coping to not let all of these thoughts stop him. So I do feel that he is still like motivated and inspired to be home. Whoever this person is needed something from him, wanted something from him. I don't know what that is. Let's find out some more about that. Let's do that. But part of the plan was to abandon him, and that's awful. And like, why? Yeah. Okay. So like, what was the purpose of this? What did this person need? What do they want? Page of Swords in reverse. Seven of Cups in the upright. Justice card in reverse. Okay, so this person was lacking something. They were lacking something when it came to like their perspective and like fulfillment. That's what I'm feeling right now. Like there was I feel like they felt almost like foggy, kind of stuck, like they didn't have many ideas about their life and like goals. Yeah. It just feels like there wasn't much like going on for them, or they perceived that they didn't have much going on for themselves. And with the Seven of Cups over here, this is like looking at options and priorities and looking at them in a way that's going to be fulfilling to you. I feel like they maybe saw something that he had or that he could offer to them that would selfishly fill their cup. And I say selfishly, well, one, for the obvious reasons, but also like we have the Justice card in reverse here, indicating this was an unjust action, that this was selfish, self-serving, and it was something they needed. What could that be? The Hermit's coming up again, indicating isolation. The Four of Pentacles represents scarcity, needing something material, something physical. Is there something that they wanted from him? Like something physical that they wanted from him? But it's weird because he didn't leave with anything. I wonder if he had money or something. Like, I feel like his parents would have mentioned that or known that or something, but I don't know if he had money or a substance, or I want to say substance. I don't mean like illegal street drugs. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. Like, it feels like there's something physical that this person wanted from him. With the Hanged Man being in reverse here, it's like I'm trying to manipulate the perspective and the perception of what's going on so I can isolate you, so I can get the thing that I'm needing, that I feel like I don't have enough of. Interesting. Okay. I want to know kind of what to expect with the police department and why they are being like not as, I guess, urgent about this. Like, is that going to change? Is there hope for them getting it together and doing what they got to do to find him? Eight of Pentacles coming up again. He has some really strong energy with that card. He's really trying to tell us something with this, and I really feel like it. Is he like doing stuff in his own way to lead the police to him or lead people to him? Is this an idea of his? Is he trying to like, because like we have the card of success. We have him, you know, bettering himself, working on himself, staying in that mindset, keeping those thoughts going. Here's the priorities over here. But in this instance, this is coming up for him. He's now trying to assess, you know, what he can do to move him in the right direction of having the right experience, running into the right person, We have the Knight of Wands in reverse here, though. So this talks about feeling like it's difficult to move forward with some stuff. So, okay. Because I'm asking about the police department, but this is also coming up for him. So I feel like there is going to be success with some further evidence that like ends up coming up later, because I feel like he is actively doing things to try and be noticed more. But I feel like there is like a bit of fear coming in, which makes it hard for him to sometimes like know when and how to get help, if that makes sense. But I also feel like this is indicating too like a little bit of stagnant, like slow, which this is apparent right now, like movement towards like a solution with the police department. Like I feel like it's just, can you give me one more card to see like what to expect final outcome with the police moving forward on anything? We had the Nine of Swords in reverse coming up again, and this is like representative of like releasing like worries and doubts. So perhaps things will move forward in a positive direction at some point, at least a little more than they already have. Okay, so that's all the tarot questions I'm going to ask. Let's ask some dowsing rod questions, see what specifics we can get, and find out more of where he is and how he can get home. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to some dowsing rod questions. I just want to confirm some of the things that I got in my tarot reading, plus get some more details. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to ask is, what came up in my reading is that the reason Johnathan was feeling anxious in the days leading up to his disappearance is because there was somebody else that was influencing his decision to leave the home. Cross for yes, move apart for no. Yes, thank you. Is this somebody that he knew, like personally, that he had like physically been around them before? Yes? Okay, thank you. Is this a family member? No, thank you. Is this somebody from his work? Is that why that kept coming up? Is it somebody from his work? Yes. Is that... Okay, very interesting, because he had like just started. Is it both school and work that this person was involved in? Yes. Allegedly, but yes. Would this be able to be confirmed through any messages that could be found on his iPad? No. Is this because there were never messages? No. Is this because any evidence that would lead to who it would be that might have been on the iPad is now deleted? Yes. Thank you. Is Johnathan still alive? Yes. Yeah, it's like, yes, yes. Okay, thank you. Thank goodness, but my heart really hurts for what he must be feeling and going through. Is Johnathan just living as a homeless person? Yes. Are there other people that interact with Johnathan on any day, maybe? Yes. Are these people also homeless? Yes. Does Johnathan have any interactions with non-homeless people in the area that he is in? This is interesting. It's wanting to tell me more. Yes, but are these interactions not meaningful conversations? Is that why you're going back and forth? Yes. So are these more so just like very quick, non-meaningful interactions that he is having with non-homeless people? Yes. Okay. So is this why maybe nobody else has really come out and said like, oh, like, I know this guy, he's missing, because there's just not, people just aren't paying attention. Yes. Thank you. Is Johnathan actively trying to find his way home? Yes. Thank you. Is Johnathan aware that he is no longer in the city that he lived in? Is he aware of this? Cross for yes, move apart for no. Yes, thank you. Does Johnathan understand that he has been taken advantage of? No. Does Johnathan think this is his fault? No. Okay. Is Johnathan still currently in... Let me ask first. Is Johnathan still currently in Kirkland? Yes. Is there still hope and possibility for Johnathan to come home? Cross for yes, move apart for no. Yes. Oh, I love to hear that. Love to hear that. Is there, okay, I need to know if there's any specific areas that Johnathan is hanging out at outside. Is there like one particular area that he stays in? Yes, thank you. I'm going to sit here for a second and see what I pick up on and then ask about it. Okay, so I sat with myself for a minute. I'll probably cut that out so you don't just watch me sit here and do nothing for a little bit. But I started to see some grass. I was getting the feeling of maybe like a bridge. They're saying, yeah. Okay, like under some type of bridge area. It felt almost like more hidden, a little more like underground. I don't know how underground, but it just felt like there's some type of under something. So, okay, I know you crossed a minute ago while I was talking, but can we just confirm, is what I was saying about him frequently being under some bridge or under something that's a little more under the surface above the ground, is that accurate? Yes. Thank you. Okay, so I was also seeing like a grassy area and a bench and maybe like a small area of water. Tell me, is that also accurate to a place that he sees sort of often? Cross for yes, move apart for no. Let me re-ask because I said a lot of words. Does he also frequent an area that has a bench, some grass, and maybe a little pond or a creek or something of the sort? Cross for yes, move apart for no. Yes. Now okay, now the little grassy, watery bench area that I saw, is that in the same location as the bridge? No. Okay, thank you. So is this somewhere that he will walk over to every now and then? So, okay, what I'm picking up on is that he stays in that bridgey area or something more underground. Yes, thank you. But maybe occasionally as he walks and tries to, go survive and find things or whatever, he comes across that park bench area with the water. I just moved my body a lot. Okay, so everything I just said, can you tell me, cross for yes, move apart for no, is that accurate? Yes, thank you. The person that convinced Johnathan to leave his house, are they ever going to be caught? Yes. Wow, I freaking hope so. Okay, let's ask some more questions about that. What were they wanting something from him? Something physical from him? Yes, thank you. Was this physical thing money? No. Was this physical thing medication? Was this person wanting some type of medication from him? Yes. I know he take prescribed medications, but didn't he leave them all at the home, or did he bring some with him? Did this person convince Johnathan to bring some of his medication with him for this person? Yes. Okay, and they abandoned him after that? I mean, I just don't understand. Was there, like, is there more to this than just them wanting that physical thing from him? Is there, like, more to why they took him and abandoned him? No? Did this person cause any physical harm to Johnathan? Yes. Okay, like just physical assault? Is that all that happened? Like beating him up, for lack of better phrasing, hitting him, hurting him in that way? Yes. Okay, thank you. Is there any other type of pain that this person caused him physically? No, thank you. And just to confirm, is this just a person that he knew either from school or work? Yeah, okay. So if somebody in a position of power, somebody he didn't necessarily like feel super close with or trust, that's kind of crazy. This whole thing is ridiculous. But what's the most important thing here is the person can totally be caught, allegedly, my Dowsing Rods has said, and that he is living as a homeless person in Kirkland, and he does have a certain area that he does kind of take shelter in. I was seeing a bridgy area. I also saw this kind of like grassy area with maybe a pond or something nearby it that he maybe frequents or walks to. They are not the same location, but that if people were to get out there and actively go search around in the Kirkland area, that I do believe they would find him. So hopefully somebody in the area sees this and from their heart just is like, you know what, I'm gonna go out on a whim and dedicate my time to going out there and looking. Would be incredible if he could be found. Hopefully he is brought back home. His heart wants to go home. He is alive and he wants to be home, so there is hope. And again, everything is alleged, for speculation, entertainment purposes only in my video, for all the legal reasons, okay? But let me all know what you guys think in the comments. It feels a little frustrating, like not knowing more about the whys. Like that just is so like, really? Like, why would somebody do this to him? But sometimes we don't always understand that. Sometimes people are just monsters. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I just think overall, the more important thing here is finding out where he is and getting him back home. So hopefully you all found my video important. Please be sure to give me a like and subscribe on my channel if you enjoyed the way that I present this content to you. Also, it helps push me more in the algorithm, because let's say everything here, you know, is what it is, maybe the right person sees it and he can be home. So with that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Bye.